Sense perceptions can be and often are false and deceptive.
Now we talking about Filmoholic Film Pictures, right? It's people might think it's a YouTube channel and whatsoever. Actually, it's a actual production company.
It's a production house,
and
yeah.
also a events company.
Events company, yeah.
Okay, so for people who want to go into film whatsoever and the whole thing lah, parents like our age will say that, can you make money or not? Can you make money? Is
all
it
about the
sustainable?
bills end of the day.
But when I spoke to you, I think last week or something, right? You're telling me that actually you're able to fund yourself and you actually have full-time staff who are with you and everything. How is all this possible, bro? Making money out of all this?
Actually, it is possible if you go the right path, if you know your job professionally, and as long as you have the right contacts who's giving you the projects. Because now most of the people nowadays collaboration, that's what they're calling it. That's why people tend not to earn any money. But yes, you need to draw the fine line between I will do this amount of collaboration works, but at the same time I also need to do certain projects that's going to earn me money, because the projects that you're working on is not only funding your company, it's also funding your own pocket, your own rice bowl.
Right.
So definitely there are people who are earning millions in this industry. Why can't we? Even in Singapore, there are people earning millions of dollars in this industry. Why can't we? And just because we are independent doesn't mean that we cannot earn. Just that we need to go the right path. We need to venture to the right path. That's why for upcoming filmmakers also, I'm trying to instill this idea into everybody's mind, because what's happening in this generation now is it's not a bad thing, but it's an unhealthy thing where anyone who's coming into filmmaking, they want to open their own production, they want to have a branding for themselves, they want to have a name for themselves. Okay, that's not wrong, that's a good thing. But what happens when, let's say there's 100 people, there's 100 productions, and then if now I want to work with this fella, then he doesn't like me. I want to work with that fella, he doesn't like me. You know, the Indian enmity that goes around, and then you.
And our industry is small already.
Industry is small, country
and then
is small.
If consecutively I call one person for a couple of projects, then they will be like, I want to have a name for myself. I cannot be always working under you. Then another fellow will come. Oh no, I don't want to work with anybody. I want to work with myself. I want to bring my own team. So after a while, you realize that there's not a team anymore already.
Yeah.
So the eager to success is much more than eager to learn.
Yes, the ego to success is becoming so much that it's getting a little unhealthy than the eager to learn, and not more eager to learn, eager to grow an industry together.
Put out good work lah.
Good
basically.
work
Put out
lah.
good work and also to grow an industry together.
Grow the industry together. That's
Grow
the
the
word.
industry together. That's
Together.
that's the main one. Grow the industry together.
Industry is
The independent industry.
independent
The
industry.
independent
lah.
industry
industry.
growing that together. That's
Correct.
the together. The word is actually the main thing.
Correct.
Everybody should actually come together and work. Yes, you can have your own production here and there, but preferably if you know that okay, you and the fella can click, you guys are a good team,
Correct.
and it's even better if you all are friends.
Why not?
Why not just come inside and just work together? End of the day, it's not like my production or your production.
Correct.
It's our production.
Our production. Yes.
That mindset should come to everybody.
Correct.
It's our production, it's our project, it's our film. Yes, you can not be the director, but you're still, even if you're the cam assist or even if you're the assistant producer also, it's still your work down there.
Correct.
They have to because when you come to this field, you cannot be always aiming that I want to be a producer and director.
Correct.
Yeah.
You must do the work before
Filmmaking
that.
involves every single technician.
Correct.
It doesn't only involve a director
Yeah.
and producer.
Of
They have to
course,
understand that aspect
Correct.
also.
Correct. So I can say the mindset.
The mindset is
the mindset is the
everything.
key
Mindset is the key
to
yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Mindset wise, bro. Before I see like your both movies or feature film whatever. Before you start, you say in memory of your mom. Okay. It's a very touchy topic, and I understand. Can you explain more for me about that, bro? Why is your so sick? How did your mom impact your
Actually, the irony is when I was in Sec 3, I mean, the following year, I'm going to my N levels, right? So she came and asked me, what are you going to do after your N levels? So the very first thing I told her was, I want to be a filmmaker. And she
Straight
laughed
up.
at me.
Oh, did you?
Straight up. Yeah, straight up. I told her I want to be a filmmaker, and she laughed at me. Because her laughter was like, is this even possible?
Yes, I
She was
understand.
thinking I was joking. I wasn't matured enough to think about my
Yes.
future yet and everything.
A motherly concern.
Yes.
Correct.
But I have a small ego. If you tell me that I cannot do something, I'll purposely prove it to you that I can.
A healthy one, huh?
It's a healthy one, correct?
Yes, correct.
So when she told me that, it's not possible, and when she laughed at me, I made sure exactly 3 years later, she was down there for my first movie premiere.
Wow. That gave me goosebumps.
yeah, a bit.
Yes. Something was going up my back. Yeah, that was a really good thing.
What was her words when she finally watched your
I still
film?
remember she stood up in front of everybody in the cinema and then she probably said, that's my son.
Isn't that the
Wow.
picture? The picture
Yeah, that's the picture I used in on my...
We'll put it up here. The
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, we'll
okay.
put it up later on.
So that was the thing that sparked me, because she, in a way, she impacted me to go for my goal also. And after that one premiere, she made, she had no issues with my work already after that. After that, I started earning, I started getting a name for myself, I started producing quality content.
Made mama proud.
Yeah, so she had no issue. She had no worry that is my son going to succeed in it. She had no worry at all.
Did she like your movies and the style that you made? And what was her input in all this?
Actually, that's a very interesting. She doesn't give any inputs like where she'll say the movie is nice. I mean, that's a normal motherly thing.
yeah.
Motherly things,
Yeah,
they
she'll just
will
tell the
always
movie
say
is
it's nice.
Yeah. But then she has never given any like constructive feedback.
Constructive
She has
feedback.
never given that kind of, because she's
Ah.
not the person who usually watches movies. She's a very serial person. Dramas. Sitting down at home, relax.
800 episode, 900
Yeah,
episodes.
she's that kind of era. So she's not the watching movie kind of person. And plus, my
okay,
movies is
okay.
not her cup of tea at all.
Okay. But
So
she did see.
She did see. She
Yes.
does watch all the movies, but it's not a
Yeah.
cup of tea. So she doesn't give any kind of constructive feedback.
Okay,
So-
understand.
And your mom did pass, bro. I'm sorry for that.
No, it's okay.
How did that impact you, bro?
It was an impact both emotionally and professionally also, because she passed on exactly 3 days after my first movie's release, which was Endanui Turi.
Oh, that's roller
On
coaster.
one hand, I had to handle the emotional pressure of her
Correct,
passing on, and
correct.
on another hand, my movie
Correct.
just only released.
Correct.
I have to also handle the
Both
promotion.
of the eyes,
Yeah.
left and right.
So one of my friend actually came and told me this which was actually very true. My best and worst thing happened at the same time for me.
Correct.
My best day and the worst day of my life actually happened at the same time for me.
Correct.
So it was
Very
a bit
true.
with that. One of the reason I will say why the movie didn't run properly, because I couldn't promote the movie that well after her passing. So many people didn't even knew that such a movie was released until now. Now only because after Yogi 2 came out, then people started to rewind back to my other work. Then only they saw that such a movie actually was released and everything. She came for the premiere, but after the 2 days later she passed on. So it was a bit of a, like what you say, it was a roller coaster ride to
Roller coaster,
actually
yes.
handle.
What gave you the courage to come back and do it? I mean, like something tragic like that, right? Some people just shut down.
Yes.
What made you come back? I will do this. And you came
It's
back.
just my passion. That's all I can say. It was my passion, because even after she passed on, exactly 1 week later, I was on sets again. I was doing work again. I was involved in this Wasdam drama. It was a children's drama. So, end of the day, work has to go on. A lot
So
of things
mentally, you really did get back up.
Yeah, I had to get back up,
You
because
had
this
to.
is my work.
Correct.
If I, like what you say, if I died down, like now at this current state, there's a lot of people coming up. Like I have competitions, there's a lot of people coming up and everything.
Correct.
If I shut down for a small time frame,
It
I won't
is-
be in the industry anymore already.
it is good enough
going
for
to
you
be,
to-
I'm going to be buried in the industry.
Correct.
So I have to get back up on my feet.
Understand. So, but at that time was really tough. But and that first movie was really not really a big hit. And
Yeah.
you're already telling me why. Can you explain to me why your first feature film was?
It wasn't a
Oh,
hit. I will
wasn't
openly
it?
say. I won't even say that it was a moderate success. I will say it was a flop. Because
I didn't want to say it like that's all.
I mean, I will, because you have to accept that your movie was a flop. That's when you can actually succeed.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
you have
the
to
fact. So I will agree that it
acknowledge
was a
your
flop.
failures.
Financially and critically, it was a flop, because people did like the movie. Those who watched the film, they liked it. I didn't receive any negative comments. But why many people even knew that such a movie came out? Because firstly, my artist was everyone was new face.
Okay.
Every single one of them were new face who
fresh.
didn't had much social media following. The only thing they had in them was the passion to act.
That's good enough.
That was the only thing. But that's actually it's good, but it's not good enough
Why so?
to do a movie. Because when you
okay.
do a movie, the passion for acting is good, but it's not good enough because you are not able to market the movie. That's a lot of lesson that I learned.
That's the secondary phase.
Yeah, secondary phase. Because my first film, I did learn a lot. Even my only motive was I want independent artist. But then I realized that without any celebrity
Known
push,
faces.
without any known faces, it's difficult to market and brand and sell your movie. Because end of the day, your movie is a product that you're trying to sell.
Correct.
And also,
Very
you were
true.
telling me that time that film is making a movie is just not recording and putting together and making a film. Film has its own camera angle, shots, and
When it
all
comes to a feature film, yes.
feature film. So, and you were telling me that time at that point of time,
I didn't know because initially this movie, what happened was I had to shoot it twice because when I came into this, it was a hasty decision. Me taking Endanui Tori was actually a hasty decision because after I did my second short film, which after Yogi, I did a short film called Ariyune.
Okay.
After that short film, it was just that fire in me that, okay, I want to just do a feature film, that fire in me that sparked, and then, okay, I decided to do it. Scripting, everything was good, but then the problem was I didn't knew what a feature film was. I didn't know what are the things that you need to do in order to produce a
because
feature film.
feature film has its own.
It's a totally different. It's like
style. It's a
to
different
put
style,
it to make it everybody understand. Doing a short film is like playing street soccer. Doing a feature film is like going straight into UEFA, going into Champions League.
Champions League straight away, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of fine like the framing.
The jump is totally different.
Okay, it's a very big jump.
You cannot be telling that you cannot be standing in a street soccer court and telling that tomorrow I'm going to go into Champions League and play.
Yeah.
Opposite.
Doesn't work
all
that
the people.
way.
It doesn't work that way. So same
Alright,
thing. I
alright.
cannot be telling that yesterday only I did a short film.
Mm.
Today I want to do a feature film. It doesn't
film
work that way.
doesn't
But
work
I
that
didn't
way.
knew that.
Ah,
So I learned it the hard way. I went for shoot. I called down. There were known faces in my film that was initially acting. But then whatever we went, I think we went for 6 months of shoot.
Okay.
The product didn't turn out well because I didn't do proper auditioning. So the artist wasn't suitable for the character, and my camera angles wasn't good. I was still doing a short film.
Oh, you were already
My
had...
angles,
okay,
my angles, the way I light up my scene, the camera that was, everything was very short film.
Short film, like, yeah.
Very short film, like. So when me and my editor, we sat down and watched the film, we felt like this is going to just bring down the name. So we to scrap the project. It was shelved for another 6 months because I lost 20k in the project.
Okay.
But you were telling me that the script wise you wasn't really happy.
The script wise also I wasn't happy, correct. But that one I'll come to that later. Then after that then after that I had to find another financer who financed the same 20k back into the project, and then I reshoot the movie. But yes, when I reshoot, I found all the independent actors who had no social media following and everything. Then no matter how much we tried, because I had a very major competition at that point of time, was Joe the Black Assassin. So that movie was a major competition to me, which that movie had every single promotional backing, where my film had nothing. So my film released just a few months after their movie.
Okay.
So my movie was just washed out of the face. It was just washed out of the picture. Nobody even knew that such a movie was released, unless it's only within my circle.
Oh, within your circle.
Within your circle, only people knew. So, and initially the script also, like what he was saying, the problem was actually my script for EUT was totally different. It was, the crux of the story was the same, but my execution, my screenplay was totally different.
Okay.
It was a full and full dark theme concept. Full and full dark. There was romance, but even the romance was very like a kadal content type of romance.
Oh.
Very dark, very thing. There was no comedy. No comedy at all.
Okay.
But what happened was I had my cousin brother used to do music last time. So I approached him to do music. So he introduced me to a producer or financer, I forget already. So what my cousin brother and his friend did was, in a good way, they didn't do it in a negative impact, but they were trying to tell me that this is your first feature film, so why are you doing it so dark? Try to make it lighthearted, try to bring in some comedy, change the screenplay, change this, change that.
Okay.
So me doing a first feature film, I thought that this could actually help me. So in that mindset, I agreed to them, and then I altered the script.
Oh.
So when I altered the script and I went for shoot, the initial actors who came in, they also I had to change the script according to them. Changed again. And then when the script dropped, the 6 months when the script was shelved, I had to change again. And then when the new actors came inside, I had to change again also. So end of the day, because the new set of actors who came in for the second part of the film, right? When I reshoot the film, the lead actor wasn't comfortable with doing touchy scenes with the girl. So I had to change certain scenes. I had to compromise on certain things. So when that happened, when I saw the final product, it wasn't my movie at all.
At all, right?
It wasn't my movie at all. I wasn't happy with the movie. But then end of the day, I was like, okay, never mind. I did it. It was a clean product.
Okay.
Like, let it be visually, audio-wise, sound engineering. Because even then also, my first we sent it to Chennai for 5.1 mixing.
Oh.
We did everything properly. We did everything properly.
Correct.
The only thing was the writing wasn't what I wanted. Other than that, the film was technically, it was a clean movie.
Clean movie.
So nobody had any issues that, camera angle wasn't nice. There was out of focus, shaky shots. There was zero. There was nothing like that. Even the audio part also, everything was clean. So we know that we did a good product. Like just they didn't reach out. Even though it wasn't, I won't say I won't like the movie. It's not a movie that
you visualized?
I visualized lah. Yeah. End of the day, the end product is not something that I wanted.
So, but did you get any help from the industry and like your mentors and everything? Because filmmaking is different in every country. I know the style and everything is the same, but every country has its own industry, like Hollywood and everything. Hollywood, I think for Hollywood, right, how it is like, whoever coming new, right, they will take you as you're beneath me, you're going to serve under me, I'm going to teach you. That's how it's in Hollywood. But I feel like in Singapore, right, there's no really a mentor and student kind of thing. Unless
It depends. It really depends on who you choose to be a mentor.
yeah, but that means it's a more individual thing, like that person willing to teach you. And
Yes, correct.
That's okay. But there's no like known thing that you come inside here, you're gonna work under me, but I'm gonna teach you.
I'm gonna mentor you.
They don't have that
It's
kind
not
of thing.
like that.
Yeah.
And
I never ever once told my guys, you all are working under me. The only thing I tell them is we are working
no,
together.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
industry.
I mean, I'm just putting
The
my
mindset,
word out.
yeah.
The mindset. The
mindset
mindset
is
really,
very
really
important.
expects. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's different in every country. But Singapore, you're definitely more into it than me, lah. But do you feel like there's no help in the industry wise?
When you say help from the industry wise, I will definitely agree and say that yes, it is very minimal. I won't say no at all. I will say it's very minimal because you have. I myself, I don't know the reason why is the help very minimal. Because at the end of the day, we are all Singaporeans, we're Singapore Indians. I don't understand why the industry's help is actually very minimal. I have no idea about that. Maybe I can just throw in some guesses, possible guesses. Actually, I can throw in, like, for example, maybe what I went through was for Yogi 2 lah. Because for Yogi 2, what I went through was well, during our audio launch. Because during our audio launch,
this is an interesting story.
yeah, during our audio launch, there was this particular channel that actually came forward to us
Okay.
and told us that they will promote the event.
Okay.
So we had no plans of approaching any channels for the audio launch because it was just an audio launch.
Okay.
We were keeping the best for the last, which was the premiere. But this channel approached them.
Audio launch itself.
Audio launch itself, they approached us because they saw our promotions. During our promotions was only behind the scenes photos of the film.
Oh, that's it.
Yes, it was just behind the scenes. But like I say,
And the reach.
casting that I chose,
The reach.
the crew that I chose, the social media following, the reach, the way we promoted the film, it reached out, and then the name started spreading that this group of guys are doing an independent film in Singapore. The channel approached us, and then that's
So
when the backlash came.
expectations was
Yes, but that's where the backlash came because when this channel came, another channel saw them as a competition. If I'm not wrong, they saw them as a competition. So what happened? They thought that we approached this channel.
that
and
you
then
guys actually went
we-
to approach.
that channel, and then they were like, "Why didn't you approach us in the first place? Why did you go to them? We are the branding. We are the face of Singapore. This channel is the face of Singapore. Why
Yes,
didn't
yes.
you actually approach us?" So we
Correct.
were trying to explain to them that no, it was something that came to us. It's not something that we went for. But we only got to know this all during the premiere time because, like I said, we kept the best for the last. We wanted to approach this channel during the premiere, but when we started approaching them, that's when we realized that actually our name was almost getting backlashed in the industry. So we had to talk to every single professional people down there. We had to talk to the industry people. We had to send in an informal apology letter claiming that this was not what we intended, and it was.
What are you
not-
apologizing, bro? I don't see anything to
It was an
Yeah.
informal apology. Like I said,
Informal,
it was an informal to actually explain that we didn't go against y'all. It's just they came to us. We took the offer. That's all.
Opportunity.
It's an opportunity. Opportunity
Opportunity.
came that we just took
Yes.
it because this channel didn't approach us. They were expecting us to approach them, but we were not in that mindset at all because
And
we were.
all are hungry.
Yeah, our mindset was only to do the movie, and through the movie, whoever is approaching us to help us, God bless you all.
Yes,
that's all.
definitely,
so, like
definitely.
I said, that channel came, they helped us, we took it, but this channel didn't like it. So end of the day, but when we went to them, we realized that so we had to fix the small loopholes, we had to fix
The
everything.
miscoms,
Yeah, we had to fix the miscoms, and then finally they came down to help us. So like I said, the help is there from them, but then because of sometimes these kind of things that happens, it tends not to very minimal. The help is very minimal from the industry, unless you are a person from the industry.
Does the industry feel like upcoming filmmakers are a threat? Because our industry is already very small. Are we so I don't say are you a really I would say like, are you a threat to the industry?
Are you correct?
If you say threat means I'll say in a positive way I'm a threat to the industry, not in a
Oh,
negative
I don't think
way.
there's
Yeah.
no. Do they feel threatened? Do you think that? I don't know.
I wouldn't want anyone to feel threatened. That's the mindset. You see, if now anyone is going to feel threatened, okay, oh my god, there's one new guy coming up, he's doing so good. Why are you
No,
feeling threatened?
not in that context. I'm saying that filmmaking is changing. Okay, now everything is going no longer on TV. It's going social media,
Social
and
media.
everything is getting
The reach, the technology, the
so it's
people.
getting very easy
it's
to
changing.
shoot films now because equipment is getting all cheaper and all this stuff. So there is competition now from younger people who are online and everything. So I was wondering whether are you a threat to them, and that's why they treated you that way. Why they treated you lah?
I will say if they are thinking me as a threat, then their mindset is not. They don't have a passion for filmmaking. That's all I will say. Because if you're looking at someone as a threat, means you are not eager to learn anymore already.
Yeah.
Like how when
It's
I
not a
first
healthy
saw,
competition.
When I first saw Abbas Akbar and Kandan Nijugam, I didn't see them as a threat. I saw them as idols.
Yeah.
I learned from their works and everything. Even though I couldn't work with them, I still watched their works. I learned from them. And end of the day, I was sitting beside Abbas Akbar during a TV interview. When he was for Chennai to Singapore and I was for Yogi too.
Oh.
So that
You
was
see the journey.
That's the journey. Because
Journey.
on a contrast, if I saw him as my threat and I wanted to secretly either attack him or bring him down so that I can come up, I wouldn't
be
be
sitting
down
beside
here.
him.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be sitting beside him. So the mindset count. I feel I do not ever see anyone as a threat. See everyone as
The perspective.
everyone is your colleague. You're working in an industry where it's not going to be just you. You cannot be the king of the industry. There's going to be people doing because everybody's having the same. If you are having the passion of filmmaking, definitely another person will have the passion for filmmaking.
Okay.
Do not see them as a threat. Just see them as okay. Yusuf and ISOF can. If we can work together, we work together. If we cannot click, we don't have the chemistry. You do your stuff, I do my stuff.
I want to
end of
say
the
that
day-
you're not really in the industry. Where you work projects with them, but you're not really in the industry. I put it to you, bro. If you are going into the industry, you're working for them. What things will you change, and how to bring back viewers to the movie theaters to the TV.
Actually, my intention is not ever to go to the industry because
Is it?
when I mean industry, I mean the channel. Because my mindset is I'm not the kind of guy who wanted to do dramas, 20, 30 episodes, work in the channel, do talk show, do cooking show. I didn't want. My main intention is to do movies in Singapore because that is what Singapore doesn't have.
His vision is always
My
bigger.
vision is my vision is doing movies, short films, telemovies. That's my vision to do that. Yes, sometimes I work in the channel. Sometimes they might call me to do camera work. But that is like, okay, I do my stuff here, and then the channel calls me. I work, I earn money. I use my money to do movies. I use the movies. I earn back money. It's just a rolling game. The money that I earn from my movie, I roll. The money I get from working from other people, I roll. It's just a journey, lah.
Okay, I wanna just touch on the industry. One last thing, upcoming people who are interested, like people like you. What will you tell them? How do you go into this industry? How do you get started and all this stuff?
You mean like what kind of strength he can give them to?
Because like like I said, he and I took the same course, and I always thought even when I was taking the course, I was like, oh, this one I'll probably go inside this channel because they are the only channel.
This is the only thing that is the end goal.
Then I never think big in the sense that hey, I should make a movie.
Yes, correct.
I didn't go so
Correct,
big. And
correct.
now looking back, like why
Why
didn't I?
why
And
didn't
why
I?
didn't I? We could have done it. We had very talented cameraman and all this
Correct.
stuff.
Correct.
So at that age, you see, you didn't even think about doing it yourself. You depended on the industry and the channels and so on. So I started asking you, bro, like upcoming people, youngsters who are willing to do this, what do you think that they should do?
The first thing first.
Should they go independent or should they really?
Oh, that's totally their perspective. Because that one, I cannot go and tell them, come independent, don't go to the channel. That's totally their perspective. Because some people, like I said, some people's dream is to see their production house name in Vasantham.
Correct.
Some people, they don't want that. They want to see their name in the big screen. Their perspective.
To each its own.
Yeah, it is their own perspective. If they want to go into the channel, okay, you can go into the channel. Then you
get the experience.
So I'm not knocking any channel. I'm saying that the good thing if you go into the channels and industry, right, is that they'll teach you really good stuff. The experience. People inside there have 30, 40 years of experience.
Yeah, that's the only thing the independent industry doesn't have.
But the bad side to that is the politics and all this stuff.
Politics. That's normal. Every industry, every business, every work, even every smallest thing.
But
is
we
politics,
are not. But everything has politics. But we are not working for. I do this hour of work. You give me this amount of money. We are doing our vision. We putting it up in the screens, and whether it's flop or something is a different thing. That itself really is a stressful thing. But to like add politics into it was even worse lah. So I think this is the worst industry to add politics inside.
Yeah, I mean it's a normal thing. Like I can't help it. But if the only advice I can give is if let it be channel or independent industry, the only easiest advice I can give is just don't have any enmity between yourself.
Okay.
I mean, if you have the courage, go for independent.
Yeah.
If you like it, get the experience and then go
and
independent.
especially when you want to do something, go down and do it. Don't wait
Have
for
the courage.
opportunities. Yeah,
Yes,
have the,
go for it.
Most important, learn.
Learn.
Be open to it.
And who you learn from is very important.
Yeah,
That's why I'm bringing this. Who you learn from. People can learn from YouTube nowadays also.
Yeah, it really depends on. Not everybody can do. Everybody can do a short film.
Okay.
Everybody can do a movie, but not everybody can do it perfectly.
Correct.
So if you want to do something, do it properly. Do it perfectly. At least if you have a few doubts, am I doing it correctly, find someone who is in the industry who can show your work to, ask them for advice. Why can I change my head? Do not have the ego also.
Yes.
Like, who are you to tell me that what I'm doing is wrong?
That's a very good point.
Yeah. Who are you to tell me that my work is wrong? Because nowadays people are like, if you tell them that their work is not nice, they will immediately think that you're hating them.
Yeah, correct.
They won't take it as contrary comment. So do not have the ego. Always have always have
Keep
that
an
mindset
open book,
keep an open book to constructive comments.
Correct.
Learn.
Correct.
Don't think there's a right and wrong on doing films. There's a format, but there's no right or wrong. So
there's no right or wrong, but doing it properly.
Yeah.
Technical aspect,
Correct.
The way you sell the movie, the way you market the movie, the way you write your dialogues, the way you write your screenplay. Everything needs to have a proper format in the way you do it.
Right.
Only the
End of the day,
creativity is yes or no.
The people who are watching this is not you, it's the audience. Especially when you make the audience pay money to sit down in a closed environment and watch your movie, you have to understand that they are not here to watch you grow.
Yes.
They're only here to watch you do a proper movie. If they see any errors, they will immediately tell that you're a screwed up director. You can't be going to every single audience telling that I'm still learning.
That's
you
not
cannot be telling
practical.
that. It's not practical at all.
Cannot do that forever lah. Basically,
You can't do that you can't even do that even once. You can't even do that even once. You want to learn it yourself, but when you have the mindset to do a product to show it to the audience, make sure that it's proper. Because audience do not have the mindset and patience to sit down and watch your growth. They're only there to sit down and watch you do a proper end product.
It's the harsh truth, lah.
That's the harsh truth.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's the audience point. I mean, even take yourself as an audience also. If you're going to go to the cinema and maybe you watch a Indian movie or English movie, if it's going to have out of focus camera, audio is not, audio mixing is bad,
Not bad.
casting dialogue is very bad.
Yeah.
Are you going to sit down and like the director is learning? Maybe next movie we can expect something better. You're not going to do that. You're just going to come out. It is a screwed up movie, man.
Yeah.
You're going to give a negative review.
Correct.
That's not going to happen. You always see yourself from an audience point of view.
It's the honest view, lah.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching part 2 of the Kevin Williams perspective. Do catch part 3 where he talks about his controversial video that went viral, his personal life, and his upcoming projects. Thank you so much guys, stay safe, bye bye.